more you grow, the deeper you go, the more you see how powerful the mind is. Obviously, it's powerful. It split atoms, flew to the moon, made air conditioning, built cities. Pretty amazing thing. But that's not the part, as you grow, that you really see the power is. It is the thoughts of your mind up to a certain point in your growth, and that's a very deep point. It is the thoughts in your mind that determine the quality of your life. It is not what goes on outside of you that determines the quality of your life. It is what goes on inside your mind that determines the quality of your life. If people would just see that, but that's the epitome of it, is you understand you don't live in this world. You live in your mind. Well, really, you live behind your mind. You live in your consciousness. You are the consciousness that is aware of the thoughts of your mind. That's not so complicated. It doesn't take a religion. It doesn't take discipline. You are the awareness, the consciousness that is aware that you are aware that there are thoughts going on in your mind. Otherwise, you don't know you have thoughts. Right? If you're not aware of them, you don't know you have them. The essence of spirituality is, do you want to get involved in what you're aware of, or do you want to seek, who are you? Where'd you come from? Where did awareness come from? Why are you in there? All right, well, we're going to discuss that today. Why that's difficult. It shouldn't be difficult. So you're conscious, and the first thing you're aware of, it is really the first thing you're aware of are the thoughts in your mind. It's like the yogis talk about koshas, that you have different bodies, a physical body, an energy body, a mental body, a wisdom body, and a bliss body, and then the self. That the self is encased like eggshells, those fun things that you pull apart, right? The Russian toys. And they're just inside of each other. And you live deep inside. And when you look out, you see your mind. Well, you should see bliss. That's the first layer. You'll see bliss all the time. Okay? That's the first layer. The first layer outside of self is ecstasy, is bliss, is a vibration of bliss. Then it comes down to Jnana Yoga, wisdom, deep wisdom, understanding deep. And then it comes down to mind. Then it comes down to energy, emotions. And it comes down to physical. And then you form out there. That you don't know that now, but someday that will not be a philosophy to you. That is what you will go from one layer to the other, and that's who you are. And you decide where you want to go. You want to use your mind, use your mind. You want to get into your heart, you get into your heart. You want to put your energy into the world, put your energy into the world. It's your choice. You're in there. You have complete control. You have complete control. Now, why don't I have it now? We'll talk about that. But just understand that's what's going on. So the mind, it's to do that. Why are you not in ecstasy? Because you're being distracted from the ecstasy. I teach you that, and I hope you understand that, because people don't teach you that. It's not that you haven't gone there. It's that you're being distracted from there, okay? So if I'm sitting here seeing this room, and all of a sudden a snake goes over there, I don't see the room anymore. You guys aren't here. You might as well not be here. You understand that? It's exactly the same as you're not here. Why? Because I'm not here with you, all right? I'm over there with the snake. The snake has distracted my consciousness and pulled it away from my awareness of a very natural thing, which is you guys. That is why you're not in ecstasy right now. That is why you're not experiencing nirvana. That is why you're not God realized. You're being distracted by the snake. It has pulled your attention down to it. Therefore, you're not experiencing what's there, which is joy, ecstasy, love, God. It's not I have to get back to God. I have to stop leaving. Big difference. So the consciousness is being drawn down, I'll call you an example, is being drawn down to the snake. By snake, I mean a scary thing, something that's not comfortable, something that distracts your awareness so much that it gets fixated on it. Fair enough? Okay? That is what your mind is. Doesn't have to be that, but that is what your mind is. Your mind is that snake. Your mind tells you, oh my God, what did I do wrong? Your mind tells you did things wrong when you were 3. Your mind tells you did things wrong 5 minutes ago, a year ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago. Some of you guys, I'm not picking on you, some of you guys are into past lives. I'm not saying there aren't past lives, okay? I got enough trouble with this one. You literally, there are people running around thinking, oh my God, I killed somebody in my past life. I have such amazing karma. Oh my God, there's a mind for you. I would not let my mind do that. I don't care. Whatever happened in the past life happened. I don't know, this is gone, this is over. No. No, I'm not doing that. I have enough trouble with my mind about what it thinks it knows happened now. Now all of a sudden it wants to think something happened 15 lifetimes ago. Mayor Obama said you have thousands of lifetimes. I ain't doing it. Doesn't mean it's not true. Things are true. I don't have to do them. Why? My mind can get really screwed up. Do you know anything about that? Okay? So your consciousness is distracted by your mind. You're distracted by your mind. That's the truth of the matter is. And you're distracted by your mind. Come on, let's go real. You can look outside, and if your mind is afraid of snakes, you can see a rope that's coiled up and get scared. You can hear a baby rattle and get all weird. Yes or no? So you're not even seeing the outside world. You're seeing your mind. You're sitting here, it's beautiful. You went to Hawaii. It's really beautiful and all this stuff, but it just so happened that you went with somebody else and they ran off with somebody else. How you doing in this beautiful place? You hate it. It's ugly. Stupid flowers. Am I right or wrong? You are distracted by your mind. You know it's true, but you won't talk about it. You won't pay attention. You know everything I'm saying is the absolute truth every minute of your life. You are not living in this world. You're living in your mind, your consciousness, awareness. You are wherever your awareness is. Your awareness is on your mind. You're aware of your thoughts. You're aware of whether you like things or don't like things. Who decides whether you like things? Your mind. Do you understand that? You think, oh, I like the color blue. Why? Because the mind said so. I mean, it doesn't have to be. There can be a vibration. We talk about the energy body, right? And so the blue can make the energy body nice. And guess what? The mind says, I like that. I want blue. The heart doesn't do that. The heart's an experiencer. The heart feels. It doesn't sit there and say, well, I like blue, but I'm not getting enough of it, so I'm really upset. The heart didn't do that. The mind did that. Your mind can screw up every single thing that ever was or ever will be. I love her. I feel so much love, but she's not with me right now. I wonder what she's doing. Hope she's not with somebody else. Mine. Does anybody have one of those? That's a problem. Let's go slow. That's a snake. That's worse than a snake. That's a coiled up, rattling rattlesnake sitting in there, screwing up your life. You can't have a decent life if you don't have a decent relationship with your mind. Period. That's all. It's the truth. I told you, it is your mind that determines the quality of your life. That is not some spiritual discussion, all right? Which one of you don't think that's true? It is your mind that determines the quality of your life. So what are we doing about that? Let's talk about it. In a sense, you all know it. You know it. You don't think about it, but you know that. And we don't want like that. We want to have a nice quality of our life. Now, I'm going to go very slow. I never go slow. Just pay attention. Your mind will determine the quality of your life. Instead of working with your mind, you buy into it. And it says, I want to go to Hawaii. I should get to go to Hawaii. I work hard. I should be able to afford to go to Hawaii. This is ridiculous. There we go. You just got yourself all screwed up. Don't tell me you don't do that. All right? So now your mind has done that, and we're not doing well. Watch what you do about it. You try to borrow money to go to Hawaii. You try to date somebody who lives in Hawaii. Maybe they'll take you there. You dress all Hawaiian. Maybe you try to get the world outside of you to be the way your mind wants it to be, so that your mind's not giving you trouble. And that's how you know how to change the quality of your life. I need somebody. Years ago, I got divorced, or she left me, or this happened, or I've never really had a really strong relationship. I don't think I ever met my soulmate. I need to find somebody. You're out there trying to find somebody. And what if you can't? I'm depressed. Your mind is not only screwing up your life, it's running your life. So this whole question, for example, of attracting to yourself that which you want. People have seminars. They go for weeks to learn how to do that. Okay? They learn mantras. They go to India. Oh my God, they got all kinds of stuff, right? Truth. Let's get this straight. Can you attract to yourself what you want? Yes. Okay. How does that gel what we just talked about? That your mind determines the quality of your life. Who's telling you what you want? Who's telling you that you want anything? Who's telling you you're not okay without it? Your mind. Do you understand that? Your mind is saying, I'm not okay unless I go to Hawaii. I'm not okay unless I find my soulmate. I'm not okay unless I have enough finances to do what I want to do. Right or wrong? Yeah, you don't want to say yes to this stuff, do you? All right? See, I'm not talking against the law of attraction. It's there. It's real. I'm going deeper. I'm sitting here telling you, your mind has distracted you to tell you that you are not okay unless you have this thing. Didn't it? And you're buying into that. You're in your mind so much so that that's it. It runs your life. What does? The snake. That which is causing you a problem because you don't have the thing is telling you what you need to do, you better do, for me to stop bothering you. And you're doing it. I just, over 50 years, I've gotten a little bit evolved, all right? To me, if your mind tells you you can't be okay unless you have something, and you go out to get it with a gun, you get to get it with good looks, you go out to get it with money, you go out to get it with laws of attraction, you go out to get it by behaving really well so God gives it to you, they all look the same to me. And I'm not telling you not to do them. You gotta be where you're at. You understand that? But you come out here, we're gonna talk. We can have once in your life an honest talk. They're all the same. They're not really the same. You know, there's different repercussions and whatever, but they're all the same. They're basically saying your mind has told you I'm not okay, and it told you why. I need something. I need something to be okay. All right, who said so? My mind. Why are you not okay? Because of your mind. Why are you not sitting in the bliss, just totally blissed out like the great masters? Because your mind distracted you from the higher states of your being, and then it's doing this. They're pretty honest talking here. So your mind is doing this. Your mind is screwing you up. Your mind is being a snake and then telling you what to do to get a cage for it, because it really likes cage. Get a sister snake. They can play with each other. Then you don't have to be scared. That's what's happening. Your mind is telling you what to do so that it will stop bothering you. There, I got it, did I? Your mind is telling you what to do so that it can stop bothering you. All right? Guy is hitting you, mistreating you, and telling you this is going to go on unless you do that. Holy mackerel, you're letting the worst thing in life run your life. Okay? So your mind is literally telling you what to do so that it stops bothering you. And I gave you all the techniques it uses. Yeah, I know you judge. I don't. There are people whose mind tells them the way to get money is to rob a liquor store. Why does their mind tell them that? Because that's what Daddy did. Because that's what my friends do. Mind tells them all kinds of things, doesn't it? There are people that the mind tells them run around naked and people will pay attention to you. They do that. There are people, let's get honest, there are people that are so caught in their mind and it's so closed that they don't feel anything. You know that. They don't have any heart, they don't have anything, they don't feel anything. and they go to S&M clubs to get beat. You listen to me. I'm an honest talk. Don't they? Yes or no? All right. Why? So that they can feel something. Who told them to do that? Their mind. There are people that if the mind is not getting what it wants, it tells them to kill themselves. I was once told, don't you ever talk about suicide publicly. No, I'm going to talk about truth. Do people commit suicide? Did anyone commit suicide that the mind didn't tell them to do it? That mind is a serious problem. And the answer is not to give it what it wants. It's not that there's anything wrong with having things. It's not that there's anything wrong with preferences and this and that. It's just they ruin your life. The fact that you want something, your mind did that. You don't know what you want. How many times have you gotten what you want and never wanted anything else? How many times have you not got what you want, and yes, the next day you never even thought about it ever again? You couldn't care less. Thank God I didn't get that. Thank God I didn't go down the road. Okay? Take a breath.